Well, welcome to the Park City Market Talk webinar, where you get the latest update on what's happening in the Park City real estate market. I'm Ron Wilstein, broker here at Keller Williams Real Estate in Park City.
And I'm Jeremy Wilstein, the buyer consultant for the Wilstein team, and we're here to share with you what's been happening in Park City, and in particular what's happening in the world of real estate here in Park City. We're broadcasting this evening from our offices near the Canyons Resort in Park City, Utah. We bring these presentations to you live each month on the second Tuesday of the month at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. And we do this to be your source for current information about the Park City real estate market.
We present our Park City Market Talk webinars to keep you informed of any changes that occur in the Park City real estate market. We're also here to answer any questions that you may have. And so if we don't cover a topic that's of interest to you, please contact us and we'll be happy to assist you in any way that we can.
And for those of you who are accustomed to watching our Park City Market Talk webinars, you can tell that our screen and presentation looks different from what you're used to.
That's right. Right now we are test driving a brand new webinar software platform. So all of you are watching this, whether you're watching it live or later on demand, you are our guinea pigs. And we appreciate your feedback at the conclusion of our session. We hope to maneuver through this new software well and the webinar be informative for you.
And we're quite excited about this new program, and we hope that you will be also. It allows us to do some cool new things during our presentation. For instance, we can ask you questions, or you can take a poll, interact with you even when you're watching a recording of our live presentation after the fact.
That's right. And so we want to actually use that chance now to ask you our first question. And there it is. How did you happen to hear about our webinar? And just go through the choices. Maybe you got an invitation by email or U.S. mail, or you were searching around on our website, or you just were randomly searching the internet and found us. Whatever it is, send that to us, and we'll look forward to your response on that. All right, well, before we jump into our presentation, I think it's time that we tell everybody, Jeremy, how absolutely beautiful it is here in Park City.
Mm-hmm. And many people who are accustomed to coming to Park City during the winter for the skiing and snowboarding wonder what happened here during the summer months. Well, let's tell you.
All right. Better yet, I think we ought to show them. Well, people are always just hanging around in Park City, and the zip line is one good place to start doing that. Then there's always some great hiking and mountain biking that you can take advantage of this time of year. You were just up at Montage in Deer Valley and rode down the other day.
Yep, been riding the last 3 days, and trails are awesome. A little crowded on Saturdays, but morning and evenings are great, and the weather is fantastic right now. And we don't want to forget about our fine dining and restaurants. Most restaurants in summer are half off.
Yep, those are great discounts.
Yep. And the Park City Market opened this past Sunday, and the Park City Farmers Market opened last Wednesday and will be open again tomorrow.
Oh, okay. So lots of shopping out there. Let's not forget that you can catch concerts throughout the summer, either at Deer Valley or the Canyons. Outdoor concerts, everybody enjoys those. So whatever is your fancy, there's always something good to do in Park City in the summer times. If you've never been here in the past, they're definitely worth the trip. So come on out and enjoy the summers with us. Well, enough about our wonderful lifestyle here in Park City. Let's talk real estate.
And we're excited to report to you some recent changes at one of Park City resorts that will significantly impact its operations and those who hold ski passes with them.
Then we're going to update you on the Park City real estate market, and we'll look back over the past 12 months, as we always do in our webinars. Look at what's been selling, where property values are going.
And finally, we're going to identify for you some of the best buys and investments available around the Canyons Resort.
So, Jeremy, what is happening at the Canyons?
Well, the big announcement is Vail Resort recently reached an agreement with Talisker Corporation to lease and operate Canyons Resort for this upcoming 2013 and 2014 ski season. As many of you know, Vail Resort is one of the ski industry's top brands, currently operating in Colorado, Tahoe, Switzerland, and Austria, and now here in Park City. While Vail Resort will be responsible for operating canyons, Talisker will retain the development rights at the resort.
So they entered into a 50-year lease long time, plus 6 50-year renewal options. So Vail's going to be here in Park City for a long time. It's reported that Vail Resorts will pay $25 million annually in fixed payments that will increase annually based upon an inflation index. Talisker will also be paid 42% of the earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization on the resort's operation that exceeds the 35 million point, which is just a lot of money. Vail Resorts, in anticipation, are putting a long-term debt obligation on their balance sheet to the tune of around $350 million. So we're talking big bucks here. So what does this mean for the Canyons Resort? Vail Resort is the clear leader in the mountain resort industry, and Talisker is thrilled with the partnering because they're confident that Vail can duplicate at Canyons the success that they've delivered at resorts such as Vail, Beaver Creek, Breckenridge, and North Star. The agreement includes the possibility of Vail Resort's lease expanding to the acreage at the Park City Mountain Resort that is currently under the ownership of a Talisker Corporation-controlled firm. The interesting thing about it is that Park City Mountain Resort and Talisker firms are actually engaged in a lawsuit centering in on the lease of the land there in the Park City Mountain area. And once this gets resolved, who knows what's going to happen, but this land between the two resorts, both of which Talisker has a part in, could open up some real possibilities between these two resorts.
And the drama ensues.
The drama does. Stay tuned. We'll report on it here at our webinars.
So the Epic Pass, a prized multi-resort ski pass sold by Vail Resorts, will now include access to the Canyons Resort during the upcoming 2013 and 2014 seasons and all the way through the lease. As a result of that lease deal we just talked about between Talisker and Vail Resorts, this means people who would buy the Epic Pass would be able to use it at the Canyons on an unlimited and unrestricted basis. Also, it would be good at Vail, Beaver Creek, Breckenridge, and Keystone, which are in Colorado, and the Lake Tahoe region resorts of North Star, Heavenly, and Kirkwood. So the Epic Pass for the 2013-2014 ski season is currently priced at $689 for adults, which is far lower than the price of a season pass at the Canyons Resort last season. I think those were to the tune of $1,200 or $1,300.
Yeah, we're getting a huge discount from this.
Half off, and you get 9 more resorts. So we're really excited about it. The Epic Pass is well known in the industry for offering buyers flexibility between, or offering skiers flexibility between two of North America's prime ski region, Colorado and Lake Tahoe, and now Utah. So everyone's very excited about this agreement. And there's also some days allowed at resorts in Switzerland and Austria.
That's right. So you can plan your international travel and ski vacations with this Epic Pass. So it's epic.
It's epic.
All right. Well, let's now take a look at what's happening in the Park City real estate market. And the information that we're going to share with you covers closed sales over the past 12 months from June 1st, 2012 through to May 31st of this year, 2013. And then we'll compare the sales activity for that same time period the year before.
All right. So the total number of homes, condominiums, and vacant land sold during the past 12 months is up by 17%, or 184 sales from the total number of sales during the same time period the year before. There were 1,273 sales in Park City over the past year compared to 1,089 the year before.
All right. And let's take a look at the graphs here. 531 homes have sold during the past 12 months compared to 477 sales the year before. So 54 more homes sold, an increase of 11%. Condominium sales were up by 17% with 557 sales this past year compared to 475 sales the year before. So that's up 82 sales. And lot sales were up by 48 sales, or 35%. Sales rose from 137 sales to 185 sales this past year. So sales are up in all 3 categories. Excellent news.
Now let's look more closely at what's sold. Home sales in Park City were up 8% from the year before, with 181 sales during the past 12 months compared to 167 the year before. Home sales are also up in the Snyderville Basin. 350 sales during the past year compared to 310 the year before, an increase of 40 sales or 13%.
Condominium sales rose both within the Park City limits and the Snyderville Basin. Condominium sales rose by 29% within the Park City limits, with 338 closed sales within this past year compared to 262 sales the year before. That's an increase of 76 sales. Condominium sales in the Snyderville Basin rose by 6 sales or 3%, from 213 sales the previous year to 219 during this past 12 months.
So within the Park City limits, lot sales rose by 22 sales, with 52 sales this past year compared to 30 the year before, up 73%. Lot sales rose in the county area as well, with 26 more sales during the past 12 months compared to the year before. This past year, we saw 133 sales in the Snyderville Basin compared to 107 sales the year before. This amounts to a 24% increase year over year.
So all in all, we're continuing to see the number of sales increasing each month. This is very good news.
Now let's talk about prices. Property values are up in all three categories: homes, condominiums, and vacant land. Home prices are up by 14% within the Park City limits. The median home price rose during the past year to $1,115,000 from $975,000 the year before. Prices also rose in the Snyderville Basin from $635,000 to $649,500 during the past year, a 2% increase.
Then let's turn to condominiums. Condominium prices rose in both the city area and the county area. Median prices for condos within the Park City limits rose modestly by about 2% or $9,554. That's rising from $497,696 all the way up to $507,250 during this past year. Condo prices rose in the Snyderville Basin by 13%, rising from that $262,750 the year before to $297,000 this past year. A nice $34,250 increase. So we like that.
And finally, land values rose in the city and the county area as well. Median price for vacant land in Park City was $540,000, up 15% from $470,000 the year before. And lot prices in the Snyderville Basin rose by 12% over the previous year. They climbed by $27,500 from $225,000 to $252,500, an excellent $27,500 increase.
Okay, so a lot of numbers we just threw at you. Bottom line is prices are going up. Yep. We like to see that. The other question that we frequently get asked is how fast are properties selling in Park City? Because we're starting to see a change of this occurring, and we want to talk about that a little bit here. We're pleased to report that in recent months, properties are selling much quicker than a year before. If you look back at January 1st of this year through to the end of May, the average days on the market for homes is 145 days. Compare that to the average of 161 days during that same period in 2012. So properties are moving faster, 16 days faster on average. Or to put it another way, their time on the market has been reduced by about 10%. Now, last month we reported on the 5 hottest selling neighborhoods in Park City, and people were so interested in that presentation that Jeremy and Ed put together a special webinar where they covered those 5 neighborhoods in greater detail. If you missed that presentation, we're not going to cover the details here, but to go watch the webinar that they presented, simply go to BuyParkCity.com/hot neighborhoods, and you can watch that, and it's pretty interesting. We've got good feedback, and it's answered a lot of people's questions about what are the hottest neighborhoods for the Park City area. Now, in light of the announcement with Vail Resorts, we thought it would be fitting to discuss the best buys and investments around the Canyons Resort.
And we're breaking this into 4 categories to take into account the different stages and price ranges of the investments available at the Canyons. I should say Canyons. There are the older condominiums that were built in the late 1970s and early 80s. They include Red Pine Condo and Park West condos, often referred to as Park West Hidden Creek. While these are older properties, many of them have been substantially remodeled and they are situated in fantastic locations.
Red Pine offers 1 or 2 bedroom or 3 bedroom townhouse units. They include a wonderful amenity package that includes several outdoor swimming pools, tennis courts, and a clubhouse. And prices range from $127,000 up to $357,000, depending upon whether they're a 1 or 2 bedroom unit or a 3 bedroom townhouse. They rent well both during the winter and summer seasons. Now, just across the road are the Park West units, also known as Hidden Creek, and they offer a similar selection of sizes, but the floor plans actually vary quite a bit from unit to unit compared to the Red Pine condos, which are more standardized. Park West also has swimming pools and tennis courts, and prices there range from $169,000 to $375,000, depending upon the size and the configuration of the units.
And next are the newer units located closer to the base of Canyons Resort. They include Silverado, lodges at Westgate, and Sundial Lodge. These properties come in all different shapes and sizes. They're more comparable to, say, a hotel in their layout and services. Some are even fractional over at Westgate. These properties all have central check-in reception areas and lobbies. Beautiful units, the latest features that most people want. Most of them include the granite countertops, hardwood floors, and some of the other popular features these days. They're close to or right at the center of Canyons Village at the base of the resort. Most you can just walk straight to the chairlift. Prices range from $119,000 for a small studio at Silverado all the way up to $745,000 for 3 and 4 bedroom units, depending on the size. And for those of you who insist on the finest accommodations, there's the Waldorf Astoria, the Hyatt Scala, Jupiter Landing, Vintage on the Strand, and Fairway Springs Ski and Golf Villas. They offer the highest level of finishes and services, and these properties are truly exceptional. Prices start at $334,000 for a studio and go all the way up to $1,875,000.
Finally, we should mention that there are an assortment of fine homes near the Canyons Resort. They include Timberwolf Estates and the Colony. Some offer direct ski and snowboard access right from the home sites. And these homes are beautiful. They vary in size from as little as 3,950 square feet to as big as
18,000 square feet.
So plenty of elbow room. And prices start at $3.3 million and go as high as
$19.5 million.
So beautiful properties, beautiful price range, lots of square footage. Now, if you're interested in viewing any of the properties that we've talked about, you can go to our website at BuyParkCity.com, and it's actually quite simple to search these categories that we talked about today. Just want to demonstrate it real quickly before we conclude our session now. What you do, let's see here, what did I do? I went the wrong way. All right, here you'll see, if you hover over the property search category, you'll find that you can go to the Colony or Canyons area homes, and if you go there, you'll click on it, and suddenly you'll have Canyon area homes. You can scroll through there, and you can see that you can actually choose preferred price ranges just below that main picture and select whichever areas are of interest to you. If homes aren't what you're looking for, you can go to the second column, which is the Canyons lot area, and if you go there, then you'll find the same thing. You can search for homes, vacant land at certain price points. You can go over to the third middle column. You have condominiums, and you can search for condominiums there, the Canyons, and instantly that's going to be there. So the one way to search quickly is over the property search tab. The other way is you can go over to the communities tab, a bit more to the right side. We've broken it into the multiple listing areas, and in the middle column, it's actually there, the Yeah,
The right column, the far right column.
Or well, right here, in the middle here, the Olympic Park area. It's actually the area where the Canyons is in. And so if you click that, you would pick up here homes, condominiums, lots, even fractional ownership. So it's an easy way to search around. You don't have to be focused only upon the Colony and the Canyons area. You can be doing any area that you want. Now, as you search through our website, every now and then it will pop up this little pop-up message after you've seen 3 or 4 properties. And if you're not already signed up, it gives you the ability to sign up. Don't worry, we're not going to call you. We're not going to bug you. But it's very important to realize that if you use this, you'll have unlimited access to all the properties on our website. It'll give you the ability, if you find any that you're interested in, forward them, email them to your friends or family. And it keeps track of what you're looking for. And you can even put in your search criteria, and as properties come on the market that match it, they'll automatically be sent to you. So it's pretty slick. We never share your information with any third parties, so don't hesitate to sign in. I think you're really going to like that.
All right. Well, this brings us to the end of our Park City Market Talk webinar. We're glad that everybody chose to join us this evening. As is our practice at the end of each webinar, we want to give you the opportunity to ask any questions you may have. Simply type in your question in the question box, and we'll do our best to answer them. We also want to remind you that you can always go back and rewatch this evening's webinar or any of our past webinars by simply going to www.thewilsteinteam.com/webinar archives. They're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so please check them out.
All righty. So let's move on to our questions, and just want to change our screen a little bit. And in the box right underneath us, just type in any questions, and once you've got them in there, go ahead and hit the word submit, and we will answer your questions or give it a shot. Okay. Let's see here. When do you think the Epic Pass will be available?
Well, the Epic Pass for the 10 resorts is available right now. You can go to www.snow.com, and there's $689, and I think there's $3-something for children in the 3 range. But the adults are $689, and they're available right now.
Wow, that's just a great price.
Yeah, it's so fantastic.
All right, and then let's take a look at another question. Which would be the better investment, a newer condo or an older one, since we talked about both?
That just depends what you're looking for. So most of the newer condos at Canyons are hotel style with a front desk check-in, full service. That's the majority of the new product there. So if you're interested in that, then definitely go for the newer ones. If you're interested in more of a family feel, townhome style, the Red Pine and Park West Hidden Creek help with that. The older ones are substantially less and still in great locations. A lot of them are getting ski and ski out access from the newer condos, building gondolas and ski access to them. So it really depends what you're looking for.
All right. Let's see if there's any other questions. I think we got it. All right. Let's check here. Okay, we answered that one. All righty. Well, let's give you another poll question just as we wrap up our webinar. This was our first time working with this new software. We hope that you like it, but we really need to hear back from you. You can do one of two things. You can answer the webinar or the poll question here that I've just posted up here. Let's see here. We post it. And let us know if you liked it or if you didn't like it or any suggestions. And if you want, you can, after this closes, we'll put our question box up there, and you could send us any comments in there as well. It's been an interesting experiment. We like the backbone. We like some of the things this program's doing, so we're pretty excited about it.
So if you have any further questions, please don't hesitate to contact Ron or myself or Ed at 435-487-0151 or toll free at 800-535-0151. or at our email addresses listed on the screen.
And as we conclude our webinar, we want to remind you that our next one will be held on Tuesday, July 9th at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. We hope that you will join us again. And as we're concluding this webinar, we'd like to encourage you to go visit our website. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to at least open it on your screen, or you have to give it permission to open it. But if you'd like to see our website, you'll see a message right there, and our website will be there, and you can search around. And we do hope that you'll take advantage of that opportunity. Do give us feedback, and we appreciate you joining us here today very, very much.
All right, from all of us at Park City,
we are signing off.
have a good night.
Bye-bye.